Okay, let's start with a question that might sound crazy, but stick with me. Could the Detroit Lions' most fascinating training camp battle be between two quarterbacks who probably won't start a single game this season? Yeah, I know. Jared Goff is locked in as QB1, but the backup competition between Josh Dobbs and rookie Luke Altmyer, that's where things get juicy. And honestly, this tiny subplot might reveal more about the Lions' long-term strategy than you'd expect. Let me explain why. First off, losing Teddy Bridgewater to retirement created this unexpected race. Most analysts, including me, until recently, assumed Dobbs, the veteran with starting experience, would cruise to the number 2 spot. But then Luke Altmyer, the 6th-round rookie, started turning heads in practices. Now, Eric Schlitt, the lone wolf here, is actually picking Altmyer to win this. And while that feels bold, it makes you wonder, is Detroit's brain trust prioritizing upside over safety? Because keeping Altmyer would mean carrying 3 QBs, which 9 out of 11 staffers think they'll do. But here's what people aren't talking about. If Altmyer flops in preseason, does that burn a year of his development? Or is this exactly the kind of gamble that builds championship DNA? Let's pivot to the running backs, because this isn't just about who's in or out. It's about how the Lions see their offense evolving. Sione Vaki dropped from assumed into the bubble thanks to a freak injury, which feels like a metaphor for Detroit's RB room. Always one tweak away from chaos. But the real story is Jacob Sailors versus Jabari Small. Everyone's picking Sailors, but why? Small's elusiveness is undeniable. Is this just a size-speed bias? Or does Vaki's injury history make Detroit risk-averse? Personally, I think they're overrating experience here. Small's playmaking could be the X factor in close games. And if you take a step back, this debate mirrors the NFL's shift toward versatile third-down backs. Are the Lions ahead of that curve or stuck in old-school thinking? Now, the wide receiver drama. Cedric Wilson Jr., the veteran, is sidelined mysteriously, while Dominic Lovett's turning heads. But here's the twist. This isn't just about who's hotter right now. Keeping both would mean 6 WRs, a move that screams maximize Goff's arm talent. But what if this is about more than 2026? Amon-Ra, St. Brown's trade rumors have simmered for years. If Lovett emerges as cheap, young depth, does that free up A-Rob's cap space for 2027? That's the play here. Detroit's brain game is chess, not checkers. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, the offensive line. Tate Ratledge and Cade Mays are assumed in, but Juice Scruggs missing practices? Ben Barch returning from injury, but still looking shaky? This isn't just a depth chart. It's a cautionary tale. The Lions have invested heavily here, yet there's no clear air for emergencies. In a league where OL injuries derail seasons, this strength feels like a ticking time bomb. And Barch's situation? Coach Campbell's mixed feelings quote? Translation: we like him, but if Scruggs isn't 100%, is Detroit one snap away from chaos? That's the deeper issue no one's addressing. So here's my closing thought. While everyone fixates on star power, Detroit's 2026 fate might hinge on these bubble players. Altmyer's arm, Lovett's hands, Small's agility. These aren't just roster footnotes. They're the difference between a playoff push and another 9-8 disappointment. And if you're a Lions fan, the next preseason game isn't just about wins or losses. It's about spotting the tiny cracks in the foundation before October. What's your take? Do you trust the front office's gambles? Or are we watching a slow-motion disaster? Hit the comments. I need to know if I'm alone here.